Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear and see me clearly. Welcome to NAS Jakarta. My name is Ines Rarasati. I am the Marketing and Admissions Manager here at the school. It is truly a pleasure to welcome you to our school today, and I appreciate you taking the time to join our open day. Of course, normally we would love to be running our open day in person, but now with the current situation, we have turned to technology to run our events. However, it is a good thing too, because we have guests on the line all the way from UK, Dubai, and other parts of the world. Joining me in this call today is Ms. Rosie Clarks, our principal, Ms. Julia Lannery, our deputy head, and Ms. Dominique Brown, or Ms. Dom for short, our early years coordinator. They will be speaking to you about our educational offer as an international school and answering your questions in the Q&A session. You can see at the very bottom of your screen, there is a section called Q&A. And if you click that button, it will enable you to write any questions that you would like to know about our school. And at the very end, we will have a chance to answer some of those questions live. And if we don't get to your answer, please rest assured that our admissions team will come back directly with you to follow up with your questions. So please go ahead to use the Q&A button to ask us questions. Today, we'll be covering the topics here. Ms. Rosie will give you an introduction of our international school, and she will explain about our primary program. Then Ms. Dom will discuss about our earliest program, and she will continue to talk about our diverse extracurricular activities. In School Reopening Plan, Ms. Rosie will share with you the overview of our health and safety protocols. And last, in our agenda will be the Q&A session moderated by Ms. Julia. It is unfortunate that we cannot welcome you in person to our campus today, but we have put together a little video to share with you. This video will give you a glimpse of our physical campus here in Jakarta. Hope you enjoy the video.
The first time I walked into NAS Jakarta, there was something about it that felt so familiar. So there's something very comforting.
The sense of community is one of the most special things that our school has. It just seemed like the ideal place for my daughter to learn.
Here in Jakarta, we have an amazing community ethos where the children and the parents are real partners in the learning journey.
We do learning showcases several times a year where we invite the parents in to see what it is that we've been doing in class. It's about understanding what it is that we do on a daily basis with the children and why their children are so happy at school.
Our goal as a school is to enable every child to be successful. We want to inspire children to learn. We want to give them the tools to be active in their own learning. We want our students to be young scientists. We want them to be artists. We want them to be engineers.
Our teachers here are very supportive and they're very helpful. They know what you're capable of and they help you improve. Every day we get to learn something new.
We don't know what the world they will live in will be. Our job as educators is to feed that learning and to see them grow and thrive.
So that was a quick look into our campus. I hope from watching this video, you have got a sense of our welcoming atmosphere and leafy green campus here. And now I would like to invite Ms. Rosie to further introduce you to our school.
Thank you, Ines, and good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Rosie. I'm the principal here at NAS Jakarta. In the video you watched, you will have seen and heard my predecessor, Miss Nikki Meehan, speaking. Nikki and I worked very closely together last term for a smooth transition from her leadership of the school to mine. And it really is my pleasure to be the new principal at NAS Jakarta. Leading this happy place of learning, I'm enjoying the strong community. the beautiful green campus. It really is very beautiful here in the busy city of Jakarta, Indonesia. As our school's name indicates, we're part of the Nord Anglia Education family of schools. Nord Anglia Education is the world's leading premium schools organisation. Currently, we have 69 schools right across the world. This is actually very important to us here at NAS Jakarta because it means that our students, parents and staff, we're not only part of our school community, we're also members of the worldwide Nord Anglia Education family. And that brings us exciting opportunities to be a truly internationally minded community. The 69 Nord Anglia Education schools are diverse in our different contexts and different countries. But what unites us is our philosophy, our Be Ambitious philosophy. This philosophy is the core of what we believe in as educators. What does it mean in practice? Well, learning is personalised and enriched for all students. Every child in a Nord Anglia Education school is supported to be successful, whatever that success looks like for that individual child. It also allows us to collaborate with world-class institutions to enrich our educational offer. Nord Anglia Education has established collaborations with MIT, the Juilliard School of Performing Arts in New York, UNICEF, and also with Apple. Our students and our teachers gain access to resources and learning opportunities through these fantastic collaborations. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But first, I'd like to give you a quick snapshot of our school through some fast facts. We are, in fact, as you can see from the screen, a long-established school. Originally, we were a Dutch community school, but in recent times, our school has diversified, and for a number of years now, we've been a British international school, serving mainly an expatriate community here in Jakarta. We provide a quality education for very young children aged 18 months who are entering school for the very first time, up through to children reaching the end of their primary years, aged either 11 or 12. We provide small classes. That allows for the personalised approach that I mentioned. And with 24 different nationalities currently making up our student community, we are truly an international school, supporting our children to develop the mindset and skills to be global citizens. Now I'm just going to talk to you a little about the primary curriculum here at the school. So we provide the primary programme for children who are aged 5 up to 11 or 12 years of age. First, our primary curriculum takes a holistic approach to learning. Of course, we want to ensure that our children grow academically, but just as important to us here at NAS Jakarta is that children flourish socially, emotionally, and physically. We use globally recognised curricula for our programme. We teach the English National Curriculum combined with the International Primary Curriculum. Together, those provide a balanced, progressive, and challenging education for our international body of students. It's a curriculum framework for children to grow as learners, as well as develop a passion for learning. It's about them learning right now, but also supporting them in their journey to become lifelong learners. What really makes a difference at our school is the quality of our staff. And we're fortunate as a Nord Anglia Education school that we can attract high quality teachers. Just as important though, is our ability to retain high quality teachers. Our teachers bring experience. They bring a diverse skill set, and they bring a passion for teaching to our school, bringing the curriculum alive for the students, really engaging our children in their learning. Whilst skills and knowledge are vital elements of the learning process, we believe our job as educators is to ensure that our children have the learning behaviours and attitudes to move forward in their life, whether that's at our school or when they transfer to another school or another system in the future. And ultimately, these positive learning characteristics will help them transfer to the workplace later in life. Therefore, our learner profile, as you can see on the screen, it's at the heart of everything that we do and everything that we strive to achieve with our children. We do want our children to be confident. We also want them to be independent learners. We want them to be risk takers. We want our children to be thinkers and to be open-minded. We want them to be enquirers and also to be caring, balanced individuals. With these characteristics nurtured within them, we want our children to go out into the wider world later on in life to be principled people who can contribute positively to society. So our job at NAS Jakarta is to excite the children, to harness their strengths. We expose them to a wide range of learning experiences, both inside and outside, and that's even during virtual school, so that they can get to know themselves and also become risk takers with their learning. The teachers here at NAS Jakarta plan the detail of our curriculum thoroughly on a termly and a weekly basis to ensure that what they are delivering is a progressive programme and that it's appropriate for all the children in their care. The most important areas are English and maths. These subjects are taught discreetly every day. Our teachers are taught and trained to differentiate the curriculum to make sure that every child is supported or challenged at the right level to be successful, whatever the success looks like for them. Our teachers also assess continuously and monitor progress so that no one is left behind. Interventions may need to be put in place for some children. Additional challenge may be needed for others, so that they all continue to make great progress in their learning. Now, whilst English and maths are taught discreetly, we also offer breadth to our curriculum using the International Primary Curriculum. This is a curriculum that has been specially designed to be relevant to all children wherever they may live in the world. It takes a thematic approach. It links skills, knowledge, and understanding together in a cross-curricular, practical way. The themes are interesting, they're engaging, and they help the children to make sense of their world. The International Primary Curriculum is inquiry-based, it's hands-on learning, and the subjects are linked together so that the children can bring learning from one subject into another. The emphasis in the curriculum is upon researching and recording in the widest possible sense, asking questions, finding answers from books or from the internet, through educational visits outside of school, through visitors to the school, participating in practical investigations and experiments. Learning takes place in the classroom and in the outside learning environment too. Thematic practical learning, as I've just described, that requires our children to collaborate and to work together effectively in pairs, groups, teams. So, communication and presentation skills are important and creativity is most definitely required. Collaboration, communication, creativity, hands-on learning. This is what we put in place for every child to flourish. Now, whilst we're a small school that allows us to personalise the learning, we are also part of a big family of schools. our children are able to connect with others right across the world via Nord Anglia Education's global campus. Our students regularly take part in a range of stimulating competitions, challenges, projects across all areas of the curriculum on the global campus platform. For example, our classes from Year 4 upwards have recently taken part in a global creative writing competition, whilst our Year 2 and Year 3 children have been making bug hotels, and they've been posting photos of their projects on the platform to share with their learning with other children in other schools in other countries. They earn Nord Anglia Global Campus badges by doing so, and they get to see their name and their school's name alongside those of students from Asia, the Middle East, Europe, the Americas. It's very exciting and motivating for them. I also wanted to mention how our STEAM and music programs are enhanced through the collaborations all Nord Anglia schools have with MIT University and the Juilliard School in New York. Through these collaborations, our teachers receive specialised training. We can access resources created by MIT and Juilliard for Nord Anglia Education schools. Also, our children can learn from the expertise at MIT and Juilliard from their professional musicians and scientists. Happy children learn. Engaged children are successful, and that's the learning experience here at Nord Anglia School, Jakarta, even during virtual school. Now, like every other school in the world, we are currently facing the challenges brought about by COVID-19. Schools are still closed in Jakarta, and we don't yet have a firm date for reopening. However, what we do have is an excellent virtual school experience. Our virtual school is a structured, timetabled day, so that when we are allowed to open our doors to the children again, we can help them to transition smoothly from learning at home to learning back on campus. Our virtual school experience is a blended approach of live lessons when the children and their teacher are online together for the introduction and input parts of the lesson, before children then engage with the activities set by the teacher. And the activities are posted on our platforms of Tapestry or Seesaw, depending on the age group. Also, during live lessons, our teachers work one-on-one or in a small group with children to support their understanding, answer their questions, and ultimately help them to achieve success. We want every child to have daily contact with their teacher through our morning circle and afternoon circle and through the live lessons. But we also provide knock on the door sessions so that you as parents can dial in to talk to your child's teacher about any difficulties that your child may be having, or to clarify your own understanding about the learning that is taking place. At Nord Anglia Education, all schools have the advantage of being able to use resources and guidance from across the organisation for our virtual schools, such as Global Campus that I mentioned before. And at the end of this workshop, you can hear about our complimentary trial days so that you can try out our virtual school experience for yourself before making a commitment. So as mentioned, we're not open for campus-based learning at the moment. However, there is plenty happening for our children, parents and staff. We've just completed a series of 4 virtual parent workshops on a variety of topics, including maths and STEAM. Recordings of these workshops can be found on our website. More parent workshops are planned for next term. On the 2nd of October, we celebrated National Batik Day, and here you can see the winning photo of one of our families in the competition. This week is our inaugural I Love NAS Week. It's a chance for us all to celebrate being a part of this very special school community. Our student voice representatives organised and led a whole school online assembly on Tuesday, which was wonderful. Next week is our first ever week of inspirational maths. Real life challenges, problem solving, creative hands-on maths. It's going to be a fun week to inspire all our young mathematicians. So now I'm going to hand over to Miss Dom, who will talk to you about learning in our early years department. This department is something we're very proud of at NAS Jakarta. And of course, it's where the all-important learning journey begins. So I'm delighted to introduce you to our early years coordinator, Miss Dom.
Thank you, Rosie. Our early years takes children from 18 months of age into our pre-nursery program and continues through nursery, Foundation 1 and Foundation 2, when the children are turning already 5 years of age or close to turning 5 years of age. In the NAS early years, we have a child-centered inquiry approach, meaning that we base our learning opportunities and environments on what the children are interested in. So if, for example, a child has a fascination with dinosaurs, we build inquiry challenges around that idea, allowing the dinosaur-obsessed child to take their learning deeper and wider, and allowing children who know very little or nothing about dinosaurs to learn from the child who knows more. Research shows that children who feel happy and safe are able to learn more effectively, and they enjoy learning more than children who are put under pressure. So here at NAS, we ensure that every child in our care feels safe. That's emotionally, socially, and physically safe. We do this by providing a nurturing and caring environment that allows each child to develop at the rate that is right for them. Early childhood is not a race to see who can do certain skills the quickest. It's an important time for children to build their social skills and learn who they are as an individual and who they are as a learner, whilst also exercising their body physically and developing their language skills. So it's starting with our very youngest learners, like little Archie here on the aeroplane, our staff focus on developing each child's independence, resilience, and confidence. Equipped with these personal skills of self-belief, a child is able to take on any challenge that may come their way. Whether it be a mathematical equation, an artwork, or a swimming competition, they're able to take it on. They might not always succeed, but they will understand that not succeeding does not equate to failure. It's just simply part of the learning process. So you can see here that in the early years at NAS, we're really building a foundation for a love of lifelong learning, which is an amazing gift to give a child. So let me tell you a little bit more about our physical space here on the campus. Our early years classrooms are designed as learning pods. This is the nursery pod here that you can see on the screen. This is so that children can free flow between the spaces, enhancing their opportunities. The children come together as a class for their morning meeting, for snacks, and for story time. The rest of their day is spent in small groups, free-flowing throughout the year group and the outdoors, and engaging in specialist lessons. This interconnected physical space is a direct reflection of the interconnected approach to learning that we take here. We do not view traditional school subjects like mathematics or literacy as standalone subjects. We view them as connected to all other areas of learning. So if, for example, a child is learning to count objects, this could be encouraged by going on a nature hunt and collecting leaves, stones, or seeds from the garden that can then be sorted and counted, a very mathematical process. These natural collections, though, could also be used to create artworks or to add to an imaginary fairy world. Really, the options are unlimited. We're extremely fortunate at NAS to have a lush green outdoor space. It's something that's quite unusual here in busy Jakarta. I've lived in this city for 14 years now and seen a lot of different schools while I've been here, and it really is quite unique how green and lush our campus is. We have an expanse of trees providing shade from the heat and plenty of space for children to explore. We're able to provide elements of Forest School, which is a unique learning program that nurtures exploration, discovery, and respect for nature by providing meaningful outdoor experiences. This is a concept that's very dear to me, especially in a large and busy city like Jakarta. For children to be able to spend time immersed in nature is a truly positive experience. Throughout the day, our early years children, they will also engage in specialist lessons with specialist teachers, such as PE, music, library, and swimming. The class teachers in early years also attend these lessons. Swimming is offered right down to our pre-nursery children, and the Foundation 1 and Foundation 2 children receive 2 swimming lessons a week. This is very important, especially in an environment like Jakarta, where children are around swimming pools a lot, and they need to really learn that water safety from a young age. Currently, with campus closures, our early years children are engaged in an enriching virtual school experience. As you can imagine, this has been challenging at times to execute. We know that parents of early years students send their children to school to develop independence and for the social interaction, both of which can be seen as a challenge to nurture through online learning. However, our early years team here have developed a well-rounded program that develops both of these skills as well as still covering all areas of our curriculum. Our weekly planning ensures that our virtual school experience offer as closely reflects our campus learning as is possible. We start each day in our virtual school experience with a morning circle. It's the perfect opportunity to share stories, sing, dance, and, well, be silly. Morning circle is followed by healthy snack together, where we're able to talk about what it is we're eating and play different games that aim to improve the children's functional language. After that, it's outdoor playtime. So it's a chance to take a break from their screen and to run around outdoors. Inquiry project time follows outdoor play, which is a focused activity time that builds on children's interests and prior knowledge. Each Friday, we have a discovery bag collection that Rosie mentioned from our school lobby for the early years families. This bag contains all of the physical resources that the children need for the following week of inquiry project learning. So for example, currently in Foundation Stage 2, we are learning what it means to be a scientist, and we are engaging in experiments. This has been several weeks worth of learning. In the discovery bags, the children have found food colouring, science goggles, pipettes, baking soda, glue, magnifying glasses, and cornstarch, among with other things. And these have been used to create walking water, magic milk, fizzing colours, and potions labs. As you can imagine, and as you can see from the photos here that the parents have sent me from the learning at home, this has been a really exciting and fun couple of weeks with plenty of learning opportunities, not least of which was the value of resilience, as many times our experiments failed and we had to try and try again. So finally, with our virtual school experience in early years, we offer live specialist lessons each day, and we finish every day with a reflection session, story time, and a goodbye circle. So now I'm just going to play a short video for you so that you can get a further idea, a further look into our beautiful campus and facilities here at NAS.
The full school environment is where children learn. They don't just learn in a classroom. We're really looking to further develop that. So every space within the school has the opportunity to be a learning environment. We love the fact that we've got, great outdoor spaces. Our wonderful gardens in our school are really important to us because we see it as the heart of our school. It's just about making every space in the school a purposeful space for learning. We create learning environments that are very nurturing, encourage lots of opportunities for curiosity. We've got a wonderful modern computer suite. Our children love being in the library. All of these wonderful spaces help them to be better in all aspects of their life. And this is why our children love being here at Nord Anglia School in Jakarta.
So I hope that you could get a bit of an idea there about our campus. It really is like it said in the video, something we're very proud of. So it's actually back to me again, Dom, talking here, but I'm changing hats this time, and I'm going to just briefly talk about our out of school activities. With campus closure right now, we're able to still offer some extracurricular music activities, but what I'm going to be talking to you about is our extracurricular program that we offer when campus is open, which will hopefully be very soon. Our extracurricular program, or ECAs as they're known, is a well-rounded program that offers opportunities for your child to engage in sports, music, theatre, visual arts, science, engineering, computing, and Indonesian cultural studies. So in the early years, we offer ECAs to our nursery and our F1 children when they finish their day, so from 12 until 1 o'clock each day. They have a chance to try ballet, gymnastics, swimming, bricks for kids, and also a football development program. These are all taught by external specialists. Once children reach F2 and the primary years, there are more ECA options offered by external specialists, as well as a comprehensive fee-free program that's offered by our teachers. These ECAs mostly run from 2 until 3 p.m. each day when school finishes, but there are several that do run a little later until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Opportunities here include choir, violin, piano, keyboard, drums, swimming, taekwondo, wushu. Well, actually, our PE teacher is a wushu master here in Jakarta. He's won many awards in Indonesia, and he's our wushu instructor here at school. Basketball, football, field hockey, dance, ballet, gymnastics, engineering for kids, construction club, graphic design, performing arts, fine arts, and Indonesian dance and games. Many of these ECAs offer the chance to perform with or to compete against other schools here in Jakarta, as well as the opportunity to showcase skills to our NAS community. I'm going to pass you now back to our principal, Rosie Clark, who is going to talk to you a little more about our campus reopening plan. Thanks, Rosie.
Thanks, Dom. So we've mentioned several times that we're hoping to be able to open the campus again to our children and parents as soon as we can. So I just wanted to talk to you about these strict protocols that we have in place to enable us to open safely for everyone in our community. We're going to be teaching the children our 4 steps to stay safe and supporting them to be independent in following these steps. Using simple, child-friendly language, this will help even our youngest children to remember what to do. Wear my mask, wash my hands, spread out, clean my space. We've invested in environmentally friendly fluid and reusable cloths for the children, and we'll train them and support them to take responsibility for wiping down their workspace. We have, as mentioned, and as you've seen several times on the videos, we have a very spacious campus. And this means that social distancing following the Indonesian Ministry's directives can easily be achieved. As a Nord Anglia school, we've also recently been thoroughly audited on our COVID-19 protocols. Some of the key points to mention in the protocols. First of all, every child and adult entering the school must have their temperature checked. Enhanced cleaning procedures take place frequently around the site throughout the day, and then at the weekend, a deep clean takes place. Having a green site with extensive open air or covered areas means good air circulation is guaranteed. We have covered outdoor corridors and many different gates and entrances which allow us to operate a one-way circulation system. We've also recently installed some new sinks as you enter the school site, and we have sinks and soap provided in every room as well as hand sanitizer outside of the rooms. As mentioned, we don't yet have a firm date for reopening. Here in Jakarta, we're all eagerly waiting for the governor's decision. However, it does seem likely that, like other international schools, we will be able to open at some point in term 2, hopefully sooner rather than later. Now, I'd like to hand you back to Miss Ines, who's going to talk to you about our admissions procedures. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Rosie. So you have heard from Ms. Rosie and Ms. Dom about our comprehensive early years and primary program. They also have discussed about our well-rounded and diverse extracurricular activities and the engaging experience in being part of our school community. Now, before we begin our Q&A, I would like to share some information about our admissions. Currently, our admissions is open for term 2 and term 3 of this academic year, and also for the upcoming 2021-2022 academic year. Our experienced admissions team is on hand to help you with your child's application. Through our virtual discovery meeting, I would like to invite you to have a one-to-one session with our admissions team who will give you a personalized information of your child's schooling here at NAS Jakarta. And they will also guide you through our admissions process. We have a special offer to fully waive our application fee. This applies to applications submitted before the 31st of December. Our admissions will be able to provide a more detailed information about this. So feel free to submit us any queries, and we would be very happy to get in touch with you via our admissions email and hotline. And recently, we also have our virtual school experience trial class that we would offer to our parents in getting to know our virtual school experience. And now, without further ado, we will be starting our Q&A session. So I'm going to pass you over to Ms. Julia, who will be moderating the session.
Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping that you've really enjoyed the presentation this morning, and the information shared with you has been comprehensive, which is why there doesn't seem to be any questions this morning. However, if something pops in your head in the next few minutes or so, please just jot it down in the Q&A question, and we will all be happy to answer those questions for you. However, if at a later time that you think of something that you have, then please just contact our admissions team and they'll be more than happy to help you. So we have a question come through, wonderful, about when the academic sessions start. So our days start at different times depending on which year group or which phase of the school that you're actually in. So our early years have a bit of a staggered start because they are much younger children, and our primaries start at 7:30, all of them. So it just is dependent on which phase or which year group your child is in. So our day in primary starts at 7:30 and finishes at 2. In our early years, it starts a little bit later at 8 o'clock, and depends whether you are in nursery or foundation 1 or foundation 2 at what point the day finishes. I hope that's answered your question. We know that our children in early years gets tired a lot quicker. Okay, we don't seem to have any other questions that have come through this morning, but like I said, if you do have any further questions at any point this morning, please do contact our admissions team. They'll be more than happy to help you. I'm going to pass you back now to Miss Rosie.
Thank you, Julia. So thank you, everyone. Oh, I can see another question in the box, actually. Which I will answer. Which month does the new term start? So for term 2, we begin in January, the 11th of January. Term 3, we begin in April, I do believe. I'm just looking across at my calendar, actually. And then the new academic year, so that would be the 2021 to 22 academic year, begins in August. The calendar, the current school year calendar is actually on our website for you to find, and the New Year's school calendar is being finalised at the moment actually, and we'll publish that very soon. So I hope that answers your question. Just check if we've got any more. Okay. If you do have another question, as Julia mentioned, please just give us a call and Pinky in Admissions will help you. So I'd just like to end now by thanking you all very much for attending our webinar this morning. We hope you found it has been useful for you. And I'd like to wish you a happy Friday and a great weekend. Thank you and goodbye from all of us at NAS Jakarta.